You see that river gently flowing by. You notice the leaves crisply dancing in the wind. You hear the tweeting. You hear the toads croaking. It's quiet. It's peaceful. And all of a sudden you see it. How inconvenient. I have been trying for years to tell this story and have failed. Before it is too late, I demand that everyone listen to what I have to say. As we all know, climate is changing on our planet. Earth's temperatures are rising, sea level is rising, and overall crabbiness is rising. Why? Let's examine. Generations ago, when the first zoos were built in Southern California, the emperor penguin was placed in this zoo. It was to demonstrate the Earth's diversity of flora and fauna. Somehow, word got out to the penguins back in Antarctica of a better life in Southern California. Recently, penguins have been spotted floating on broken off chunks of ice in the Pacific Ocean. Where are they going? Why are they going there? No one seems to know. So I have done my own research without the help of the federal government.
One of the greatest fishing days I ever had. It was on a Sunday morning, and I was out here fishing, and I looks out on the water over here, and I sees this little feller there. He's on looks like a piece of ice or something, and the way he was on it was perplexing, because he was sort of standing like on the front. I seen it. He was on the front, kind of like just leaning forward, just real epic, like he was on a Viking ship or something. It was just, I ain't never seen anything like that before, and at first I was a little bit scared.
I would go to the store, I'd get my food, I'd put it in the freezer.
Yeah, that's where I saw one of them, there.
All of a sudden, I go into the freezer and all my food's gone. I freeze everything, you know. I mean, I love fish, and so I was like, it's gotta be her.
I didn't see the whole thing, but he kind of darted his head in and out of that up on that scaffolding up there. But it was early in the morning, so I really couldn't tell.
I got up in the morning and I was gonna get myself some hot chocolate, get myself going, and I walk into the kitchen, I almost stepped on this camera. I go into her room and I'm like, but what is this? What is this? And she can't explain it to me. She's just like, just tripping over her words. And I'm looking at her like, you're videotaping me? So we left the camera up. And then the next morning, we couldn't believe what we saw. And we were a little confused at first. And then we watched it again, and it was like there. If the camera had not fallen, we probably wouldn't have gotten it
We
at
wouldn't
all.
have caught it. We didn't know what it was. We were like, I don't know, but we'd heard about this penguin thing, and so we were like, I think it's the penguins.
I heard something downstairs and I brought my flashlight. And sure enough, as I showed my flashlight on the cement, I was following these fresh footprints and I caught the tail end of a penguin running around this corner.
I drew a picture of it. Here it is right here. Looks just like this. I'm not sure if I got the exact color of the little yellow crest under the penguin's chin there, eh?
You don't feel comfortable in your own home when you have to lock up your food.
Next thing, maybe they'll be pouring the cement and I'll be out of a job. And that's not gonna happen.
Let me give you some hard facts, people. The amount of chunks of polar ice due to the mass exodus of penguins from Antarctica to Southern California has caused an increase of polar ice melt to the point to where sea levels have actually risen. Unfortunately, this has had a devastating effect on our society.
We are getting inundated with penguins. There are penguins everywhere.
Yeah, penguin's kind of a hot point. Kind of a hot button.
Well, what I gotta do, I gotta go back in the books, black them out, write in the margins how they're migrating to California now.
People should be preparing for, the inevitable. Global disaster.
And what's happening is that the food chain has been interrupted. There's now an overabundance of fish, and there's nobody there to eat it. The penguin's job was to eat the fish.
It's really hard, takes a lot of time, thousands of books, and we did the same thing last year with Pluto.
Darwin would say survival of the fittest. Yeah, we've had our turn. It's time for someone else. Mix it up.
What's gonna be next? What, the sun isn't gonna be real anymore? It's not a star?
There's fish everywhere. Now when you walk in the water, you don't feel water. You feel slimy.
This is a reality. It's time to wake up. This is what's going on. There's going to be a lot of psychological damage.
This is how many fish are left in the ocean after the penguins have come and eaten their normal meals. Bon appetit. And then there's one left for me. So, now I will show you what happens when the penguins are gone.
I'm a teacher of geology and geography, and my fear is that we're very close to expunging the continent of Antarctica, the entire continent, from the history books.
This is what happens when there's nobody there to eat the fish. Catastrophic. It's hard to watch. It's really hard for me to watch.
Let's face it, people, penguins do not belong in Southern California. Penguins are starting to invade our communities. You see why this bothers me on many levels.
Every night, I fill up the sinks with ice and water to defrost the fish.
I have been sensing the growing hostility towards penguins.
Just the other day, I've missed 100 pounds of ahi tuna, which is $18 a pound.
I had this really great professional sign, all made up. I would hold it out, it was like bright colors and everything. I found it doubled as a really good shield.
My shrimp, 50 pounds of that, and 75 pounds of my yellowtail. Make it come
The management, they just said, that's it, we're not gonna give you any more signs. I've taken to making my own signs. I step outside, I wave my arms, I've got my sign, everything's super happy.
there have been 3 movies made about penguins, and there are 4 more in the works. 4. Let's take a look at what would happen to California if this were to continue in the next 20 years. Devastating.
Somebody shows up from Iowa and it's okay for them, but a penguin shows up on this shore and it's this big deal and they're not supposed to be here. This is not fair. They're looking for us so that we can help them. Their spirits know that our spirits can help them get ready to live a full and healthy life. And that's what we do here. Any creature on this earth, the most important thing is emotional well-being. And so that's what we really focus on with these animals. This penguin, Gwynnie, wow, she has such a beautiful spirit. You know, she really needed help. You know, nobody understands these penguins. One of the things that we do, we feel is important here at the sanctuary is for us to go out once a week and to picket and get the awareness out about pro-penguin movement. We let people know that we are pro-penguin because there are so many people out there right now that are trying to push down the penguins. And with Gwynnie, because when she came to us, she was very depressed. Yes. She was a very depressed penguin. One of the things that I've created for Gwynnie to get more in touch with her emotional and spiritual side before she's ready to go back home is Peng Shui. This helps Gwynnie with balance and a sense of order. I put ice in one corner of her igloo, and I put fish in the other corner of her igloo. And all of a sudden, you can see it in her eyes. She's completely at peace. She's such a happier penguin. And this is the process to get her ready to go back home one day. Man, if people would just only embrace the penguins. We did make a habitat for Gwynnie. It is our largest habitat that we have, and we're very proud of it. It was meant to be Gwynnie coming to our family. Yes. Oh, no. No! Gwynnie? Gwynnie? Sage, what did you do? 2 simple steps. 1, 2, and then she can't get out. What are you thinking? You're so stupid. You know, your name is no longer Sage, it's Fertilizer.
What can we do when you consider the overcrowding effect, the environmental impact that these penguins are having? The debate is over. We have got to do something about this. It will take action and courage right now. Courage from our politicians. It will take 24-hour surveillance on the border, the entire border. People of America, of the world, if you take away one point from this film, take this point. Penguins are everywhere. You have to constantly be on your guard and look over your shoulder. They have a nasty habit of showing up at the most inopportune times and making our lives very inconvenient.
Living on a South Pole, it ain't a lot of fun. It's ridiculously cold, and there's very little sun. There's a hundred other reasons that we want to leave, so we're gonna march out of here, and you better believe. But we're really getting out of here, and we're coming back home. Waddle, 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 we do. Waddle, 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 me and you. Waddle, 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 what do you say? If we go away, or if we stay? If we go away, or if we stay.